Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about the arms race. So this is kind of like a beginner's guide. So for those of you who don't know, to find arms race, if you click on the events icon, and that will then bring up the very first tab, which is arms race. So arms race is an event that takes place every week. The goal of the event is to earn points by doing the specific tasks depending on the contest segment. Okay, so what is the segment? Well, there'll be a little icon here, that's the calendar. If you click on that, you'll see there are different categories. So you'll see it says start time, event theme. So I'm on day 7 right now, so it's the last day of the week, Sunday, hence it's day 7. And as you can see, the start time of this event is 12. So for my server, for my time zone, it's 12 p.m. So now the first theme, as they call it, or you could call it a segment as well, is city building. What does that mean? Well, as you can see, it says there is city building contest segment, and then it actually has these little boxes, and if you click on them, it will show you what rewards you can get if you open those boxes. And you can see below that there's points, and it goes all the way up to 30,000, which you would need to get if you want to get the final box. Now it also tells you what you need to do in order to gain the points. So you need to increase building power by 1 point, use 1 minute construction speed up, and you can also earn points by buying packs containing diamonds. And as you can see to the right hand side, tells you how many points you can gain, and also the little thumbs up icon tells you what the game recommends you do to get the maximum points. So in this case, if you do or if you use 1 minute construction speed up, if you use a bunch of those, you can get 10 points. So that would be the recommended thing to do to maximize your points. And if you scroll further down, you'll see there's like a leaderboard. So if you are, say, in this case, in the top, 4, you'll see these chests next to the usernames as well. So you could get additional rewards as well for actually, being in this sort of top 4. Also, with this chest at the very top, if you click on that, you'll notice there are additional rewards you can gain. So when you open up either one of these 3 chests below it, you can see that you can get 200 skill medals, you can get 1 arms race badge, and you can get a couple of resources and speed ups. This arms race badge says you can get 1, right? So let's say you open this first box and you open the second box, which gives you 2 arms race badges. So in total you would have 3, because it's 1 from the first chest and 2 from the second. Those arms race badges are used to open this chest. So you need 2 arms race badges to open this first chest. Then to open this chest, you need 8 arms race badges. And then to open this chest, you need 18 arms race badges. So if you have a look at this chest will give you 1, the second chest will give you 2, and the third chest will give you 3. So that's about 8, because it's 3 there, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 6. So my math is off. That'll give you 6 arms race badges, right? So in other words, you need to complete 3 segments or themes, this is one segment, that's another segment, that's another segment. So you would have to complete 3 of these every day in order to get this final box open, because remember, you need 18 to actually open them. 18 arms race medals to get to open this box, and you get 6 per segment. So if you go 6, 12, 18, so 6 times 3, 18, you need 18 arms race medals in order to open that final chest, which does give you a decent reward. You got the 2 legendary Euro shards, 6 recruitment tickets, and 200 diamonds. So it's pretty good. And I mean, even like these other chests, they still give you quite a decent amount of resources, which is very useful, especially if you're like me, trying to work on special forces tech. And so as you'll see, there's also on the calendar, there's actually like a time, you could say like a time, what's a good way to say it, like kind of like a period of time, I guess you could say it that way, in which you have to complete the tasks in order to get the points. So for example, the very first segment of today is going to go from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So each segment lasts for 4 hours. So within those 4 hours, I would have to do the necessary tasks in order to get points for the city building theme. And as you can see, same with unit progression, starts from 4 p.m., finishes at 8 p.m. So within that 4-hour time window, I would have to do, the task included, which would be, upgrade the troops, use training speed ups, everything like that. So that's what you need to do in order to complete Arms Race. And also another thing a lot of people do is they will do what's called double dipping, which is where they will, let's say, with Versus or Alliance Duel, let's say it's like today was the drone boost theme or something. So what people would do is they would have a look at the calendar and see, oh, okay, drone boost, I need to like use drone parts, etc, etc. So if I do those tasks, let's say from midnight onwards tonight, I will, and let's say it's like the drone day as well in Versus, you will then get not only points for Arms Race, but points for Versus as well at the same time. So that's why they call it double dipping. So a lot of players do that, and I would recommend doing that. Personally, I try to open all of these 3 boxes for every segment because it does give you skill medals and resources and speed ups, which is very useful. So that's the good thing about that. But you don't have to. Like at the very minimum, you should just complete at least 3 segments so that you're able to get this final chest open. So that's the bare minimum you should be doing. But if you want to maximize your results, try do every segment. Try complete every segment. Get all 3 of these boxes open for every segment, maximizing your points, thus maximizing your rewards, and even also putting you up on the leaderboard. If you get first place, you do get another legendary Euro shard and a few other resources. So it is still a good thing. So that's pretty much Arms Race. Hopefully that was, you understood that and it makes things a bit more clearer. If you have any questions about Arms Race, just leave some comments and I'll try to respond to them as soon as possible. But that's it for this video, so thanks for watching and I hope you have a nice day.